By the way, they've just also done a readout from the White House, as you know, Peter, that he's spoken to Vladimir Putin and has apparently invited him to the G7 that has now been postponed till the fall after Angela Merkel said she wouldn't attend one in June because of the pandemic. So there are a lot of other things roiling around, but clearly not the top focus is a response to this, and it's a response to reaching out, Yamiche, too empathetically to people of color who have been so aggrieved by the death of George Floyd.
That's right. And President Trump has really signaled in and focused in on this idea that it's Antifa, it's this professionally organized crowd that we're now looking at domestic terrorism. Of course, there are aggressors, there are looters, there are people who are rioting, but there are also overwhelmingly peaceful people. I was out over the weekend on the White House lawn, just steps away from the president's residence, and I talked to so many people who said they were there to send a message to the government that Black people and white people should be treated equally in this country, and that police should not be able to kill people in the way that they saw George Floyd being killed when that officer kneeled on his neck for 8 minutes and 46 seconds. I'm thinking today of a young boy, 18 years old, named Jaden, who told me he was 8 years old when Trayvon Martin was killed, and that he realized then as a young kid in an elementary school that racism could literally kill him. So as the president talks about Antifa and all these things, he's literally ignoring the people who are on his front lawn. All he has to do is walk down and see right in front of the White House that there are Americans, everyday Americans, asking for change. So it's very interesting to see the president kind of lean back on his political instincts, lash out at Democrats. I'm having sources that are telling me, much like you said, NBC News is hearing, that the president had this call with governors where he, quote, run off the rails, one source says, and that he was telling governors that they were going to be overrun and that they need to dominate their states. When in reality, what people need a lot of times, and what they told me on the White House lawn, is that they want someone who's empathetic, who understands that Americans are crying out saying they're fed up and they want leadership in this moment.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.